inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at GameDay Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with GameDay Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on GameDay Media. GameDay Media, more than a game.
Today's GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, Frames by Ryan James, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Game 1, Tech Next Solutions, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Prairie Ford of Stanley, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, TNT Measurements Incorporated, MC Property and Maintenance LLC, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, Bethel Baptist Church of Powers Lake, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga. While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
As we come back into GameDay Media from our NCC Sports Desk, welcome to the Continental Resources Coach's Comments on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I have head coach Tanner Moser of the South Prairie-Max Royals with me to talk about their upcoming game this evening with the Stanley Blue Jays in a Division A Region 3 matchup. And first of all, Coach Moser, thanks for making yourself available for our Continental Resources Coach's Comments.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
The last time that we talked with you was your opening game of the season on November 28th, 2023, when your Royals defeated the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers up in Kenmare. And since that time, the Royals have added 8 more wins to their total with only 1 loss. Since that loss to the Thompson Tommies back on the 2nd of December, your Royals have put together a 6-game winning streak. You've got to be very pleased with the season so far, Coach, and what do you attribute to your season's success thus far, Coach?
I am very, very pleased. I guess I attribute this success to obviously the girls. I mean, every day they come in and they want to work. They push not only themselves but each other, their teammates, I think, as hard as they possibly can. And then they're also just smart, you know, like if I'm trying to teach them a play, they want to know and they want to get it down because they want to be the best version of themselves on the court. And so I think we just got to keep it rolling. I love how things are going right now.
One of the things that I've noticed with your Royals, and I've been following you during the season, is that you play very young. The girls seem to play with a lot of intensity, like you mentioned, and you have several players who can lead the team. Despite their youth, your number 3 ranked Royals are averaging around 58 points a game, while only allowing 40 points a game. Boy, your team knows where the hoop is at, Coach.
Yes, that is very true. I believe that we are at our best when we are just run and gun and, you know, trying to turn our minds off a little bit and just kind of just play basketball and react to what the defense does. And if the defense does this, then we'll hit our teammate or this, you know. As
we look at the matchup tonight, you come into Blue Jay Nation in Stanley to take on the Blue Jays. They're hungry for a win and at times can put the ball in the hoop also. What will be your game plan tonight as your Royals are looking to extend your winning streak to 7 games tonight, Coach?
Well, the game plan will obviously be kind of a little bit what I just talked about, you know, try to get up in their face. You know, we're going to obviously press them, and then if they break the press, we're going to go man-to-man, and then we're going to be up in their face, have good ball pressure, and we're going to have good help. And then as soon as we get that ball off a rebound or a steal, we're going to look to run in transition, and then if we don't have that, we'll slow it down, and then we'll maybe run a set, maybe a little motion, but...
Just going to play ball.
Yes, that's correct. We're just going to try and do what we do best, and hopefully we come out with a win.
Well, thanks for the time, Coach. And you've been listening to Continental Resources Coach's Comments with South Prairie-Max girls basketball head coach Tanner Moser. When we come back to our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, we'll visit with Stanley head coach Heath Hetzel when we return after a few words from some of our great GameDay Media sponsors.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
As we come back to the NCC Sports Desk, welcome back again to our Continental Resources Coach's Comments on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I've been able to catch up with head coach Heath Hetzel of the Stanley Blue Jays to talk with me about their upcoming game this evening with the South Prairie-Max Royals. And as we come back into GameDay Media, thanks Coach Hetzel for making yourself available here on our Continental Resources Coach's Comments.
Randy, it's always a pleasure, and we sure appreciate GameDay Media and all that you and your crew do. So we're excited to have you guys in Stanley tonight.
Thank you for that. Before we talk about your upcoming game this evening with the Royals, and as you enter the 2024 year with a 2-7 record, I'd like you to reflect on the season so far this year. Of course, every coach would like to be perfect when it comes to win and losses, but that is only obtained by a very few teams over the years. What do you like about your team this year as to what you've done well through the first 9 games, and what are some of the things that you'll need to improve on for the remainder of the season to try to improve your place in the Region 3 standings, Coach?
Randy, we've definitely not the win-loss that I was hoping for, that we anticipated coming into the season, definitely by this time of the year. But it is what it is, and we're excited for the remainder of the season. And the girls, they night in and night out, they're working hard. The attitude last week, we had a good week of practice, and coming out of Christmas and New Year's break, and so just the attitude and the effort is there. We've been we haven't really been injured a lot for the most part, other than we had Bethany Enander she loves to take charges, and sometimes she takes too many, I think, and she's been she played in only 2 halves of games because of that, and you wonder how it affects other games as well, and just the team dynamics as well. So we've just had some ups and downs throughout the year, of course, just like a lot of teams. And by no means have we played our best basketball yet, and I'm excited for the girls, and just mentally trying to take them through each day and to get us on that winning track.
Well, you've mentioned Bethany Enander as being a key player for you already, but who are some of your other players that have been putting together a nice season for the Blue Jays? And if you could name 1 or 2 that has maybe surprised you with their play this year so far, Coach.
Definitely, Clancy Hornberger is our catalyst on offense, and we definitely knew coming into the season after having a couple 3 seasons with Ava Schuster on our team that there was going to be a time for somebody else to step up and do some scoring, and that person's been Clancy Hornberger. And when she plays a solid game, she's really fun to watch and fun to have on our team. And so we look forward to having her step up her game for the next dozen games or so in the regular season and then on in the postseason. And we have a number of girls actually that have kind of stepped up. Last year, coming out of last year, I had 3 starters really coming into the season, so I knew I'd have to find 2 starters and those number of girls off the bench. And we've kind of found that, Harley Deteen and Molly Lund have stepped up as starters, and, along with Mattia, she's doing a nice job for us. And then we actually have some, those are kind of our older girls, and we have some youth on the team. Annie Royce and as a freshman, and Brindley Larson and Taya Nematello have really stepped up as two 8th graders. Those 2 are, and CJ Bomback as a sophomore has given us some good valuable minutes. And then of course we got Tylee Johnson and Jamelyn Gustafson also coming off the bench, and then Lexi Nessett's been hurt now. She actually broke her arm, and we did lose one of our 8th graders. Brindley Larson broke her leg a week and a half ago down in Carrington, so we're out those 2 girls for a while anyway. So we'll kind of regroup here and see how we can mesh girls coming off the bench for us.
Well, tonight you take on the South Prairie-Max Royals, who are currently ranked number 3 in the media polls from last week. Coach Moser has got a nice team over there and are currently riding a 6-game winning streak. Their only loss is to the Thompson Tommies, and right now they are currently sitting at number 1 in the Division A Region 3 standings. Tonight they come into Blue Jay Nation looking to continue their winning ways, as well as your Blue Jays trying to get a win on your home court tonight. What do you feel will be a key factor for your Blue Jays to slow down the Royals, led by Scotty Beck and Riley Rutledge?
Well, definitely, it's always the key to minimize those turnovers, and they love to press and pressure you hard in the backcourt. And so we're just hopefully going to come out and take care of the ball, be patient, and bringing it down the floor and methodically. And then on the defensive end, when they get in their half court set, we something we've been working on, is to make sure we're with hand in the face in the 3-point line and beyond. I mean, at 22, 23 feet, they're going to let it fly. So, I just been preaching to the girls the last couple of days of practice that you need to be, we can't be helping off on the perimeter at all. And then of course inside, they can take us inside. Bree Rose is tough inside as well. And so is Scotty Beck and a number of the girls. So they're just they're loaded with a bunch of shooters and they love to get up and down the floor. So I think we can compete with them if we come out and keep our heads in the game and defend and take care of the ball on when we have it on offense. So we'll be just fine. So,
well, thanks for the time, Coach. You've been listening to our Continental Resources Coaches Comments with Stanley Blue Jays head coach Heath Hetzel. We're only a few minutes away from our Northwest Therapy Services opening tip-off, so we'll step aside. When we come back, we'll continue with the Border Plains Equipment pregame show from our NCC Sports Desk after a few words from some of our great Game Day Media sponsors.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP. And as we come back here to Blue Jay Nation in Stanley, North Dakota, again here on Game Day Media, my name is Randy Peterson. Tonight we have the privilege of being courtside this evening for the Division A matchup between the South Prairie-Max Royals, a number 3 ranked team in the state of North Dakota. Their opponent tonight out of Blue Jay Nation, the Stanley Blue Jays. The Royals with a 9-1 overall record on the season so far. They're coached up by their second-year head coach, Tanner Moser. And on the other side of the scorebook, Stanley Blue Jays, coached up by Heath Hetzel. Coach Hetzel's in his 4th year at the helm for the Stanley Blue Jays, coming into this game with a 2-7 record so far this season. The Blue Jays averaging about 38 points a game on the season. The South Prairie-Max Royals averaging about 56 points a game. So the task at hand is to slow down the Royals for the Blue Jays, try to find the hoop a little bit more as they try to compete with the number 3 ranked team in the state of North Dakota in Division A girls basketball. And as we talk about the divisions and the polls that are going on across the state, it is the Thompson Tommies with a perfect record on the season, getting all 19 votes in the 7th week of the media poll. And Thompson Tommies with 19 first place votes with a 9-0 record, also defending last week at the number 1 rank as well. Botno comes in at number 2 with a 9-1 record. The South Prairie-Max Royals, like we said, coming in at number 3 with a identical record of 9-1. And Northern Cass coming in with a 9-1 record. They sit at number 4. And Devils Lake rounds out the starting, not the starting lineup, but the media poll. Not ranked last week, and coming in this week as the number 5 team. Also getting votes, Nedrose, Shiloh Christian, and Kindred. As we look at our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineup, our band is going to entertain us tonight with a playing of our national anthem. And they're a very good band and do a great job, as we have a great flag that's sitting right in front of the band tonight. It'll allow everybody to stand, and we'll do the same thing as we turn it over to our PA announcer with the introduction of our national anthem by the Stanley High School Band.
to the strictest code of good sportsmanship. Unsportsmanlike behavior will not be tolerated. Participants and spectators are asked to be positive role models and are to remember that you represent your school and community by your actions. Help us all be number one in sportsmanship. If you'd please rise, remove all headgear, while the Stanley Band, under the direction of Brittany Schringler, plays our national anthem.
The Stanley High School Band under the direction of Brittany Swingler with a nice rendition of our national anthem tonight to honor the United States of America. As we look at our starting lineup, sponsored by Haugland Insurance Services, located up in Crosby, North Dakota. Haugland Insurance Services working tirelessly to protect what you have grown and built up in Crosby. Starting lineup tonight goes for the South Prairie-Max Riley Rutledge. Gets the nod tonight. Number 12, Macy Talbot. Number 21, Scotty Beck, averaging 16 points a game. Brianna Rose, number 32, averaging 9 points a game. And rounding out the starting lineup is number 33, Abby Mickelson. So again, for Tanner Moser and his second year as the head coach with a 9-1 record, the Royals coming into this game with Rutledge, Talbot, Scotty Beck, Brianna Rose, and Abby Mickelson. And for the home team on the scoreboard out of Honker Nation, they'll go this way. Starting at a guard will be number 3, Haley Deteen, a 5'3" freshman. Also getting the nod tonight, number 5, Bethany Enander, a senior, standing 5'7". Matia Stone gets the nod tonight at 5'7", a senior, along with Molly Lund, another senior for head coach Heath Hetzel, and another senior rounding out the starting lineup for the Stanley Blue Jays. It is Clancy Hornberger, the leading scorer for the Blue Jays tonight. And so it'll be, again, the Royals, Riley Rutledge, Macy Talbot, Scotty Beck, Brianna Rose, and Abby Mickelson for the South Prairie-Max Royals. And for the Stanley Blue Jays, they'll go with Harley Deteen, Bethany Enander, Matia Stone, Molly Lund, and Clancy Hornberger. Our officials tonight, Kevin Schneider, Tyler Jessen, and Derek Remick. Tyler is our lead official tonight. They're all sporting their pink whistles tonight as they donate proceeds from this game, I believe, to the great cancer organization called Relay for Life, and very nice that the officials do that. There's the whistle. Rose will jump for the Royals as Clancy Hornberger jumps for the Blue Jays, and it comes away to the Royals with the first possession. On the left side, it's Rutledge with the basketball, guarded there by Deteen. Now out on top, it's Scotty Beck. They get the ball back to Riley Rutledge. Rutledge gives the ball up, backdoor cut to Scotty Beck, and the shot's away, good. Scotty Beck with the first bucket of the night. And we're underway here on our Northwest Therapy Services opening of our first quarter. Right side, Molly Lund goes to the baseline. Now goes inside with an entry pass. Then we're going to have an over-the-back fall called against number 33, Abby Mickelson. Mickelson's first team foul against the Royals as the Stanley Blue Jays get a fresh 35 on the shot clock. Here's Hornberger from the right elbow. It's off the window, too hard. Here come the Royals.
Right side, they go to Scotty Beck. Beck with the dribble, guarded there by Enander. Now out on top to Mickelson, has the ball stripped. Ball's on the deck, tied up, and the possession arrow goes over to the Stanley Blue Jays. That'll be a turnover against the Royals, their first of the game. 7:06 remaining here in the first quarter as Clancy Hornberger goes right side to Dean. Now we go over to Enander. Kick out to Molly Lund. Lund from the baseline, about 10 feet out, no good. Missed the bucket, but it's going to stay with the Blue Jays. Here's Hornberger with a quick trigger. That one is no good. As Enander runs down the Tatine runs down the basketball. There's Enander finding Molly Lund. A kick out and then a throwaway. This will be a turnover against Stanley. Here come Rose. Now it's Rutledge finding a wide open Mickelson. She's not going to get any more open than that pass. Great find there by the Royals under the basket. And right now this press put on by the Royals as Clancy Enander gets bumped. It'll be Riley Rutledge picking up her first personal foul as Hornberger gets run out of bounds by her. It'll be the second team foul called against the Royals. As Hornberger now crosses the midcourt stripe, comes into the front court. Enander looks down, kick out to Hornberger. Back over. Here is Enander going over to Tatine. Long pass out over her head near the press box. And it's another turnover for the Stanley Blue Jays, their second of the night. Stanley still trying to find their first point of the game. It's 4-0 with 6:05 to go in the first quarter. 2 fouls against the Royals. No team fouls here against the Blue Jays so far here in the first quarter. Macy Talbot comes into the front court looking for a screen from Mickelson, finds it. Now they go over to Rutledge on the left wing. Now stops from three-point line. That's off the mark, no good. And the rebound by Lund is, and then here's the Blue Jays throwing it away as South Prairie runs it around. Here's Rutledge again for three. Good. Riley Rutledge with a Tailgates Hardware three-pointer. And it's 7-0. The Royals out to a quick start. We'll step away. You're watching Region 3 Division A girls basketball here on GameDay Media.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
As we come back here to GameDay Media out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, gives us a chance to thank Bravera Bank, a proud supporter of the Stanley community and the Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals. Also want to thank The Porch, located over in Ray, North Dakota, a locally owned coffee shop, serving a variety of drinks with a flavor for everyone. Here's Bree Rose with the interception, a turnover for the Blue Jays. Here come the Royals again. Royals with it. Riley Rutledge left all alone, pulls a trigger from three. This time she's short as the rebound comes away to the Blue Jays, still looking for their first point of the game as the team comes into the front court, finds Stone, and now that goes over as Hornberger pulls a trigger from a deep three. That one's no good. Here comes Rutledge again for the Royals, gives it up to Rose. Rose kicks out, and it goes through the legs of Mickelson. That'll be a turnover against the Royals. Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it's the Royals from South Prairie-Max 7. And the Blue Jays from Stanley still trying to find their first point of the night. And now here's another turnover for the Blue Jays. Kick out to Scotty Beck. Scotty Beck's shot is no good. It's going to be last touched. And it'll go back over to the Stanley Blue Jays as Taya Nimatello checking in for head coach Heath Hetzel along with Annie Royce. Nematello is an 8th grader. Royce is a freshman. 4:47 to go in the first quarter. Now here's a bad pass. The ball's going to be run down by Stone, and Stone puts it up with the shot, no good. And as she does, she's going to go to the free throw line. It'll be a foul against number 21, Scotty Beck, as Mattia Stone will go to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. First one's off the back iron, falls away, no good. Stone, a 5'7" senior for the Stanley Blue Jays, puts up the second one, and the Blue Jays are on the board. 7-1 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard as Talbot comes into the front court. Kicks out to Mickelson, now on the left wing. It's number 31, Amy Mickelson. Checked into the game. Here's Scotty Beck. Beck finds the lane, puts it off the glass right side, no good. Rebound put back by Abby Mickelson, in for 2 more. The offensive rebound gives the lead to the Royals at 8 points, 9-1. And now over on the right side, it is off the glass. That is Nematello with the shot. And that's no good as Bree Rose comes in a hurry to the front court. And there is a shot with the left hand, no good. As the rebound comes back out to the Blue Jays. 3:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Now here's a steal. And Brianna Rose is going to go in for the first 2 points of her night. Off the turnover, it's another 2 points. 11-1 right now. It's all Max Royals. And here's Clancy Hornberger going up with the shot, which is no good. But she'll go to the free throw line for the double foul as a foul call against Abby Mickelson. Her second personal foul. That is the 4th team foul call against the Royals here tonight. Next one, that Clancy Hornberger with her first shot of the night is good from the free throw line. Second one is off the back iron, which falls away, no good for Clancy. Here come the Royals again. Up by 9. Amy Mickelson with the dribble. Look inside to Brianna Rose, and we're going to have a foul. It's going to be whistled against number 12, C.J. Bombach, who come into the game for head coach Heath Hetzel. And it'll be Brianna Rose going to the free throw line to shoot 2. And the first one's off the back iron, falls away, no good. With 3:08 to go, the Royals out to a 9-point lead, 11-2. Here in the first quarter. Glad you've joined us on Game Day Media as Rose puts down her second free throw with 3 points now on the night. Rose gives the Royals a 10-point lead. Hockey and defense here by the Royals. Overplaying, and Blue Jays having a hard time with it. Another turnover, the 6th of the night. Up front here is Amy Mickelson. Kick out down to Rutledge, back out on top to Talbot. Talbot resets the offense for the Royals, goes right side. Now inside they go to Rose, and we're going to have another foul that's going to be whistled against the Blue Jays. I believe number 12, yeah, that's going to be C.J. Bombach picking up her second foul of the night. That's the second team foul for the Stanley Blue Jays. Molly Lund checks back in for the Stanley Blue Jays. Entry pass by Rutledge. Rutledge kick out to Talbot. Talbot pulls the trigger from 3. That's too hard. Ball's on the deck. And the Royals will reset the offense. Here's Rutledge going to the top of the key. Step back 3 is off the mark. No good. The long rebound comes out to number 23, Hattie Here. And Here will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 as a foul whistle against number 22, Clancy Hornberger. 2:15 to go, 12-2 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard as Hattie Here goes to the free throw line, puts in the first one. She's a sophomore, standing 5'10". 11-point lead at 13-2. Second one is no good as Hornberger pulls down the rebound. Ball tapped out of bounds by the Royals, so it stays with the Blue Jays. Deep three by Lund. A putback by Nematello is no good. Up front, here's Mickelson giving it over Scotty Beck. Pass over the head of Bree Rose. Rutledge runs down the loose basketball. 23 on the shot clock. Rutledge again on the left wing, guarded there by Enander. Goes around Enander, goes to the paint, off the glass, left side, good. Riley Rutledge with 5 points now for the Royals. Here's a shot put up by Hornberger, and Hornberger gets the first field goal of the game for the Stanley Blue Jays. 1:27 remaining. Scotty Beck with it now, goes to the top of the key, back door to here, nice fake, here's here, left all alone, missed the easy bunny. Hornberger's gonna go along the baseline and then, or the far sideline, and then gets called for the double dribble. Turnover number 7. We're having a little problem with our scoreboard component tonight, and so we'll try to keep you abreast as to the time and the score so far on the clock as we see it. Here's Scotty Beck pulling the trigger from 3. That's no good. Stone with the rebound. Now she's triple teamed in the backcourt, runs out of trouble, and then we're going to have a foul in the backcourt against the Royals. It's going to go against number 31. That'll be a foul against Amy Mickelson. And it's her first personal foul, and that means that's 5 team fouls for the Royals. And so from here on out, throughout the first quarter, the Blue Jays will shoot the double bonus. As Mattia Stone goes to the free throw line. She's got 1 point on the night so far. First one's up and in. 2 out of 3 from the free throw line so far for Mattia, the 5'7" senior. 57 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Second one is away, and that was also good. So 3 points, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. The Royals 15, the Blue Jays 6. Under 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter, and here's a travel that's going to be whistled against the Royals, their 3rd turnover of the game, as number 12 will check in for the Royals. It's Macy Talbot coming back in. Amy Mickelson will check out of the game, the 5'5" junior, having a seat on the bench. Again, pressure in the backcourt as Lund runs out of bounds, and good defense. It'll be another turnover, the 8th turnover of the night so far here in the first quarter against the Stanley Blue Jays. Once again, it's 15-6 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. The Royals on top of the Blue Jays here at Blue Jay Nation. Rutledge with the dribble. Goes to the paint, puts it up for a nice 2. She's got 7 points. 17-6. And now here is another turnover almost, but the Blue Jays are able to pick it up. Kick out to Hornberger. She pulls the trigger from 3. That's no good. Now they got 2-on-1. Hornberger back. Rutledge puts it up, and Rutledge gets it to go again. 19-6. And here is Hornberger with it. Hornberger is going to run out of time as Lund puts it up at the buzzer as the first quarter comes to an end. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it is the South Prairie-Max Royals 19, the Stanley Blue Jays 6. We'll step aside. We'll come back after this 1-minute timeout. You're watching Division A girls basketball action here from Stanley, North Dakota on GameDay Media.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
As we come back here out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, And as we begin our Northwest Therapy Services start of our second quarter, this segment is brought to you by Surge Aesthetics, located in Tioga and Hazen. Our purpose is to enhance your natural beauty and give you the confidence that you need. Call Sarah in Tioga at 701-641-6429 or Corey at 701-870-0529 for all your Hazen appointments. Also want to thank Kyle Hansen, your Thrivent Financial Advisor located here in Stanley, North Dakota. For all your financial planning needs, get a hold of Kyle Hansen or Becky Gettle here in Stanley at 701-628-2384, located on Main Street. Here's a poke check, and it's a turnover by the Royals, and now here's Bree Rose with a steal, but she puts up the shot that's no good. Follow-up is no good. Hattie here puts up another one. That's blocked by Hornberger, and Hornberger runs down her block. Good defense by Clancy. Now they got a wide open Enander back out to Stone, and Stone off the left glass, which is no good. Missed opportunity there for the Blue Jays. 19-6 as we begin our second quarter of play. Here is Rutledge from the free throw line. She puts down two more. 11 points on the game so far for the freshman for South Prairie. Here's a shot put up by number 12, C.J. Bombeck. That comes away no good. Now in the back court, Molly Lund putting on pressure, but here come the Scotty Beck again, and it's going to be Talbot. And Talbot just inside the three-point line puts up her first point of the night. 23-6. It's all Max Prairie Royals, a number 3 ranked team in the state of North Dakota. Here's Enander with a kick out to Molly Lund. She puts up the shot. That one is no good, and here come the Royals again. Rutledge in a hurry. Stops her dribble, kicks it out to Talbot. Macy with it, goes right side to Scotty Beck. Gets a screen, Scotty Beck goes in. No foul call, put up by Scotty Beck again on the second opportunity, and she puts it down for two more. She's got 4 points on the night. It's 25-6. With that, we have a timeout that's called with 5:58 remaining. It's a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. You're watching Region 3 girls basketball here from Blue Jay Nation on GameDay Media.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, my name's Randy Peterson, along with my producer tonight, David Peterson, my cameraman, Owen Miller, as we provide coverage here on GameDay Media. First of 4 games this week on GameDay Media. On Thursday, we'll be up in Crosby as the Tioga Lady Pirates will take on the Divide County Maroons as Annie Royce puts in the bucket. Annie Royce with her first bucket, the freshman for the Blue Jays. Brianna Rose tries to go around, then gets double teamed, has the ball stripped, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will go over to the Stanley Blue Jays. That'll be counted as a turnover against the Royals, their 5th turnover of the game. Royce again pulling the trigger, that's short. As the rebound by Nematello, kick out to Royce. Now the ball in the hands of Lund as Clancy Hornberger is going to go off the glass too hard. And the Blue Jays having a little struggle finding the hoop here tonight. Here's Rutledge just inside the three-point line, rattles the rim, no good. Scotty Beck with the putback, gets her own rebound and puts it up again. Got 3 cracks at it and made the best of the third one. It's 27-8. Here's Royce going over to Lund. Lund all alone from the baseline, no good. Nematello runs down the rebound. Out on top, here's Hornberger just inside 3, good. Clancy Hornberger with her 5th point of the night makes the score 27-10 with 4:35 remaining. here in the first half. Rutledge guarded by Nematello. Rutledge with the dribble goes out to Talbot. Pulls the trigger from three, no good. And there's Nematello for the rebound for the Blue Jays. 2-on-1. Here's Hornberger taking it all the way off the glass, no good, but she's going to go to the Service Valley Dental Group free throw line as she's fouled in the act of shooting against number 12. It'll be Macy Talbot with her first personal foul. 4:14 remaining. As Clancy Hornberger puts down the first of two free throws for her 6th point of the night. Bree Rose will check out of the game as Amy Mickelson checks back in for head coach Tanner Moser. Second free throw is away by Hornberger. Hornberger with 4 points in the quarter, 7 in the game, cuts the lead to 15 at 27-12. There's a block by Hornberger against Amy Mickelson. Good defense by that Blue Jay by the Blue Jays on that possession for the Royals. Deep three by Nematello's off the glass, no good. Better than throwing it away. Any coach will tell you that. 27-12. Here's Scotty Beck with a screen from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line. Puts it in for her first three-pointer of the game. She got 7 on the quarter, 9 in the game. It's Molly Lund puts it up without success as the rebound for the Royals pushed up again to Scotty Beck. She's going to try her luck again. That's no good as Nematello runs down the rebound. 30-12. Spin move by Enander. Good move by Enander. Just missed it. Come away empty. Here's Scotty Beck again. Driving to the paint, puts it up, no good, but she's going to go to the free throw line. It's going to be a foul against Clancy Hornberger. Hornberger with her second personal foul. As Scotty Beck averaging 6 points, 16 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, goes to the Service Valley Dental Group free throw line where she calmly puts down the first of 2 free throws. 8 points in the quarter, 10 on the game so far as Mattia Lund checks in for the Blue Jays. Bree Rose will check back in for the Royals. 31-12 with 3:04 remaining. Second one by Beck is also converted. Big quarter for Scotty Beck. She was our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game when the Royals took on the Honklers. And with that, there's a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're watching coverage of Region 3 girls basketball here on GameDay Media. My name's Randy Peterson.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, it's a 20-point lead for the South Prairie-Max Royals over the Stanley Blue Jays, 32-12. As there's a double team as Enander looking for some help. Nobody coming to help her, and it's going to be tied up. And the possession arrow goes over to the Royals. That'll be another turnover, the 10th of the game for the Blue Jays at 2:48 to go in the quarter. And in the half, stay tuned, we'll have our Bank of Tioga halftime report at the conclusion of this half of play. There's a block from behind by Enander. Good defense by Enander. As she gets the ball up to Royce, and now over to Lund. In the corner goes to Teen, and now here's Royce trying to put it up, and there's going to be a foul called against the Royals, number 33. That'll be Amy Mickelson, her third personal foul. And that is the second team foul here in the second quarter. As Annie Royce, the freshman for Stanley, will go to the free throw line. The first one's up and good. So Royce with her third point of the game. Toes the stripe. Second one by Royce is up and doesn't get the roll here on her home court as Scotty Beck pulls down the rebound. Here come the running Royals. Step back three for Rutledge is no good. Rebound by Brianna Rose. Kick out to Amy Mickelson. They get it back to Rose. Rose drives to the baseline, puts up the shot, no good. There'll be an offensive foul called against Brianna Rose. That's Brianna's first personal foul. It's a third team foul with 2:09 to go here in the first half of play. It's a 32-13 game, as you can see on our scoreboard. And just under 2 minutes to play here. Here's Enander again having the ball stolen away by the pesky defense, and Beck puts up the shot. And as she does, she'll go to the free throw line. As there'll be a foul call against number 5, Bethany Enander. Her first personal foul sends Scotty Beck to shoot 2. 11 points so far for Scotty Beck as she puts down the first of 2 free throws. Back up to a 20-point lead, 33-13 with 1:56 remaining in the half. Second one away is good. Big quarter for Scotty Beck. As I was telling you a little bit earlier, now here's another turnover, and then they get it back. Mattia Stone from the paint, good. Mattia showing a little life for the Blue Jays. Gets the bucket off the turnover. Inside pass, Scotty Beck, reverse layup, nifty move. Wow, what a play. Good looking shot by Scotty Beck, a sophomore for the Royals. Here's the teen dribbling out of trouble. Finally gets the ball into Lund's hands. Over to Annie Royce. Royce with the dribble, backs down from the right block, and good. Annie Royce puts it down for her second field goal of the quarter. 36-17 with 1:12 remaining. Here's a shot from 3 by Amy Mickelson, and Mickelson with her first bucket of the night from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line. 39-17. Royce, entry pass into Stone, and then we're going to have a foul that's going to be called against the Royals. I believe they're going to whistle Amy Mickelson. Yeah, that's her second personal foul. With just under 57 seconds remaining, here is Royce going high for the basketball, regains it over to Lund, kick out to Enander. 39-17. The Royals out on top as Lund looking for somebody to throw it to. One dribble goes over to Royce. Now entry pass into Stone. Stone's turnaround shot, no good. Here come the Royals again as they push it up to Rutledge. Rutledge is going to go hard to the basket and comes away empty, but Mattia Stone with the foul. It'll be a shooting foul against Mattia. That is her first personal foul. It sends Riley Rutledge to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's up and in, doesn't waste any time at the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. Knocks down the first one. She's got 12 points in the game so far. Second one is no good, and then Rose is going to pick up a cheap foul over the back. Maya Gunville will check in for the Royals. Gunville, a 5'6" freshman. And foul was whistled against number 32, Bree Rose. That's the 5th team foul of the quarter. So there's 31 seconds remaining left in the half as Mattia Stone goes to shoot 2. The first one's up and in. Mattia putting a nice game together. She's got 6 points on the first half so far. Second one is also good. So pretty good foul shooting by the Blue Jays. Trouble with the field goals right now. They're down by 21. Under 25 seconds to go in the half. Entry pass inside to Rose. Rose fakes, puts it up off the glass, goes around Lund for an easy 2 points. Brianna Rose now with her 5th point of the night. And here is Enander. Under 10 seconds to play. Here is Hornberger pulling the trigger from 3. That falls away, no good. As the Royals, Rutledge puts it up off the glass at the buzzer And that's the end of our first half. Your Tioga Medical Center score, it is the South Prairie-Max Royals 42, the Stanley Blue Jays 19. We'll step aside, come back with our Bank of Tioga halftime report. After this 3-minute timeout, you're watching Game Day Media coverage of Region 3 girls basketball from Blue Jay Nation in Stanley, North Dakota. My name's Randy Peterson.
Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Dad.
Can you hang out with Grandpa for a bit? I'm down in the barn.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll be up there in a bit.
RTCNetworks capture cameras. Keep an eye on what you care about.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Pregame Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. MurexPetroleumCorporation.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960. At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Pregame Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
At Bethel Baptist Church in Powers Lake. Come join us for Sunday school at 10 and worship at 11. If you can't join us in person, make sure to find us on Facebook for messages, weekly devotionals, podcasts, and important Bethel updates at Bethel Baptist Powers Lake. At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
16 a game. Rest of the scores for the Royals go this way. Bree Rose with 5 points. 4 points for Abby Mickelson. 3 points for Amy Mickelson. 2 points for Macy Talbot. And 1 point for Hattie here for a total of 42 points. And for the Blue Jays individually, they only had 3 players get in the scorebook. Leading the way with 7 points each was Matthias Stone and Clancy Hornberger. Annie Royce contributed 5. Nobody else got into the scorebook tonight. Once again, your halftime score on our Bank of Tioga halftime report. It is the South Prairie-Max Royals, the number 3 ranked team in the state of North Dakota in Division A girls basketball, with a 42-19 lead over the Stanley Blue Jays. We'll step aside. We'll come back after these timeouts as you continue to watch our coverage of girls basketball Division A level here on Game Day Media.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
And as we come back to the start of our Northwest Therapy Services, start of our second half, gives us a chance to thank some of our sponsors, including TechNex Solutions, LLC, offering measurement sales, service, and support for oil and water treatment, measurement equipment in the Bakken. Call Jason at 701-641-0647 and get a hold of him at jason@technexsolutions.com. Also want to thank Prairie Motors, located here in Stanley, North Dakota, devoting themselves to helping and serving our customers to the best of their ability with high-quality vehicles and service. That's Prairie Motors, Matt Evans and his team, located on Main Street here in Stanley, North Dakota. We also want to thank the Farmers Union Insurance Larson Vossen Agency, located in Crosby, North Dakota, where they sell crop, farm, and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Call Chell or Robbie at 701-965-6335 today. Here's a step back three for Clancy Hornberger. And Hornberger from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line puts it down for the first bucket of the second half. It's a 42-22 lead for the Royals. Scotty Beck goes over to Hattie here. Hattie with the basketball. Lengthy Hattie here, a 5'10" sophomore. Beck looking inside to Brianna Rose, kick out to Talbot. Now here's a kick out to Beck. Beck drives into the paint, has her shot altered, and tries to do the reverse layup, and that one's no good. As the Royals looking for somebody, finally finds Molly Lund. Molly Lund with a bounce pass. Now over to Hornberger. Hornberger short. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Stone, fighting for it. Puts the shot up. It's blocked by Rose as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brianna Rose. It'll stay with the Blue Jays. 42-22, 6:57 remaining here in the third quarter. Bounce pass over to Molly Lund on the inbounds play. Giving the ball up to Bethany Enander. She drives to the top of the key and now gives it up to Hornberger. Here's a steal. And then the Royals lose the handle on it, and it comes back to the Blue Jays. As Deteen crosses the midcourt stripe, slows things down, gives it to Enander. Enander with the dribble. All alone is Molly Lund. Nobody was able to see her under the basket. Here's Deteen. Deteen with the shot, and then she steps out of ball with the ball in her hands. And so the ball goes over to the Royals. I want to thank my producer tonight, getting our scoreboard going again, David Peterson, our technical guy, figuring out what's wrong with it. And we're up and running again, cooking with gas from here on Game Day Media. 42-22. .6:15 remaining in the third quarter. Here's a pass over the head of the Royals as they throw it out of bounds. Turnover number 2 of the third quarter for the Royals. Again, a 1-2-2 press, and here's a steal by Beck, and then we'll have a foul called against the Blue Jays. It's going to be whistled against number 5, Bethany Enander. Send Scotty Beck to the free throw line with 15 points on the night. Make it 16 as she's made 5 out of 5 from the free throw line. I think she spent a lot of time working on her free throws, from what I can tell. Gets another roll here in Blue Jay Nation, and she's got 6 free throws in a row. It's back up to a 22-point lead. Now here's almost a steal by the Royals. Hornberger missed Molly Lund under the basket. Enander's going to put it up from 3. That's short. And here comes Bree Rose with a nifty little move. Great little play by Rose, the sophomore for South Prairie-Max. She's got 7 points now. As Clancy Hornberger comes into the front court, stops, pulls the trigger from 3, good. Hornberger with her second three-pointer from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line. It's 46-25. Here's the running Royals, and that was an easy play by Riley Rutledge as Scotty Beck found Rutledge on the cut left side, put it off the window for an easy deuce. Here's Enander into the paint with a nice little move and can't convert, and here come the Royals again, 2-on-1. Here's Scotty Beck hitting the bottom of the backboard. Got too far under the basket. Things kind of getting helter-skelter here. Bounce pass to Hornberger, and Hornberger can't keep it from, she can keep it going from back over, and this tied up, jump ball, and it will go to the Blue Jays. So it stays with the Blue Jays as both coaches having a line change, and we'll call them as we see them here. As number 12 for the Blue Jays, CJ Bombach into the game, inbounding the basketball right in front of her own bench. 48-25 with 4:39 remaining. Hornberger is going to pull from 3. No good. Missed everything. Pass up front to Amy Mickelson. Mickelson drives the baseline. Poke check by number 12, CJ Bombach. It'll stay with the Royals. 4:23 remaining. 23-point lead for the Royals. Here's Rose. Gives it up to Amy Mickelson from the right elbow. No good. Rebound cleared by Hornberger. Here come the Blue Jays. Bombach with the shot from 3, no good. Putback is no good by Molly Lund. Missed opportunity there for the Blue Jays. Now here's Riley Rutledge finding Hattie here all alone, no good. Amy Mickelson out on top to Rutledge. Rutledge with the left-hand dribble, kick out to Hattie here, nice move. as here gets the bucket. With that, we have a timeout on the floor. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back with more coverage here on Game Day Media.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, we want to make sure that you go to our YouTube channel at GameDay Media ND, where you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Enable all the notifications. There is no cost to subscribe. You can get all of our coverage for free. And speaking of coverage, we have 3 more games yet this week. You can also find us on Facebook at Game Day Media on our Facebook page, where we'll have highlights and we'll have our players of the game announcements on there, as well as we want to thank our newest sponsor coming on board with us. That is myRTCNetworks, based out of Parshall, North Dakota, that has come on board for the rest of our basketball season. Want to thank them for being a part of Game Day Media as well. And here are the Blue Jays throwing it away on a big turnover. And with that, we also want to thank Bethel Baptist Church, located up in Powers Lake, North Dakota, another new sponsor that has recently come on board. Pastor Mike Fraunfelter coming on board with Game Day Media, and Bethel Baptist Church, located in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Beautiful play there by Bree Rose, finding Abby Mickelson all alone for the easy 2-pointer. Here's another steal by Rose. Bree Rose goes in with another layup. She's got 9 points, and it'll be another turnover for the Blue Jays. It'll be another timeout for head coach Heath Hetzel. We'll have a full timeout. You're watching Game Day Media coverage of Region 3 girls basketball here on Game Day Media.
Hey, Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology, respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, we want to thank the Tioga Pirates Booster Club. The Pirates playing over in Tioga tonight against the Alexander Comets in girls basketball. And right there are the Tioga Pirate Booster Club supporting the Pirates and the Firestorm and all their athletic programs. We also want to thank Flag Family Media, KTGO, located at 1090 AM and 92.7. Your source for conservative talk show radio. Download that free KTGO mobile app. Out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, the Blue Jays with the basketball. And they're down by 29. And here's Riley Rutledge finding Amy Mickelson. Mickelson goes to the basket off the right glass for 2 more. That's Amy with the bucket, and it's a 31-point lead. That'll put the mercy rule into effect during the 4th quarter as Clancy Hornberger from the Tioga Ace Hardware 3-point line picks up her 3rd 3-pointer of the quarter. Now with 16 points, matches her season average. And here's Bree Rose putting up the shot. And there'll be a traveling call against Bree Rose. Rose will come out of the game as Scotty Beck checks back in for head coach Tanner Moser. Taya Nematello will check in, the 8th grader, for head coach Heath Hetzel as well. So Enander inbounds it. That's a turnover on this pressure by the Royals. Beck pulls the trigger from 3, no good, as Enander pulls away the rebound. 56-28. Here's Nematello giving it up to Hornberger. Enander thought about the 3-pointer, gives it up to Nematello, finds Royce down along the baseline. Kick out to Enander. Enander will pull the trigger from 3. That's no good. 1 and done for the Blue Jays. Mickelson. Abby with it, gives it up to Talbot. Talbot now finds Riley Rutledge. He lets it go from the top of the key. It's too hard. Amy Mickelson with the rebound out to Scotty Beck. Beck drives to the paint, kick out down to Abby. Mickelson, and Abby, the southpaw, puts it in for 2 more. No answer for the Blue Jays against the Royals here, and here's another steal by the quick-handed Riley Rutledge. And Hornberger breaks up the sure points with getting back on defense. Good job by Clancy Hornberger, as Taya Nimatella will check out of the game as well for head coach Heath Hetzel, and that brings in Tylee Johnson wearing number 23. Abby Mickelson at the top of the key, guarded there by Enander. Tips it over to number 2. Now here's Scotty Beck again. Out on top as the Royals back out, reset the offense. Talbot goes right side, gives it up to number 2, Brooklyn Moser. Now over to Scotty Beck, an entry pass into Abby Mickelson, and Mickelson puts it off and puts it down for 2 more. High percentage shots here for the South Prairie-Max Royals. Mickelson, Abby with 10 points so far, 6 of them here in the third quarter. Deep 3 by Clancy Hornberger is no good, as Matthias Stone with the rebound now is in trouble, needing to find somebody. He's going to be tied up, and the possession arrow goes over to the South Prairie Royals. Hattie here will check in for Abby Mickelson for the Royals with just under 42 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Shot is put up there, no good. The offensive putback by Hattie here is no defensive blockout by the Blue Jays. Puts it down for an easy 2. 62-28. Here's Enander. Enander puts it down for a 2-pointer, her first of the game. Under 10 to go in the third. Scotty Beck. Kick out to number 23. That's Hattie here as the buzzer sounds to end the third quarter. Big quarter for the Royals with 20 points in the quarter. They take a commanding 32-point lead to the fourth quarter. We'll step aside. You're watching Division A girls basketball from Region 3 here on GameDay Media.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
Coming back out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout gives us a chance to thank 701 Cornhole Company. Custom cornhole sets making your cookouts even better. You can visit Brad Anderson at his company called 701cornholecompany.com to see what they can make for you. Brad Anderson, a former Stanley Blue Jay alumni with 701 Cornhole Company. I want to thank Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa. They're located in Tioga on Main Street, your full-service salon and spa. Follow them on Facebook at Hidden Beauty. Also want to thank the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, supporting the Ranchers and all things Powers Lake. Supporting the Ranchers. That's the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club. And here's a steal by Deteen. Turnover against the Royals. Here is Stone with it. We also want to thank DA Land LLC, established in 2021, providing quality skid steer attachments and farm and ranch supplies, fed and peat supplies, and pet supplies in the Tioga area. That is DA Land LLC. 5 on the shot clock. Stone gets it up and no good, as the Blue Jays can't come up with the bucket here in the fourth quarter. It'll be a running clock. Be a short quarter. We'll have our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game as We talked to our winning head coach coming back when the game is concluded, but here's another turnover by the Royals. Hornberger pulls a trigger from 3. It's off the side of the backboard. It's no good. Now here's a turnover again by the Royals. Things getting kind of sloppy. Pass down low to Stone. Ball's on the deck. It's going to be tied up. And the possession error will go over to the Royals. That'll be a turnover called against Stanley. Their 19th turnover of the game. 6:19 remaining. Here comes Bree Rose and the Royals. She went coast to coast, couldn't convert the bucket as the Blue Jays come up with the basketball. Enander unable to convert the bucket underneath. There's a pass up front to Scotty Beck, and Beck gets an easy one. 19 points for Scotty Beck now here to lead the Royals and all scorers tonight. Inside to Enander, out to Matea Stone. Stone pulls a trigger, no good. Here's the ball, last touched out of bounds by the Blue Jays. It'll stay with the Royals if we have a line change for the Royals, and we'll call them as we see them. Delaney Hankel into the game, along with Amy Mickelson and Brooklyn Moser checking in. Abby Mickelson stays in. Hankel will inbound the basketball. Abby Mickelson with the shot altered there by Annie Royce. Backdoor cut finds Rutledge. Now back over to Moser. Out on top, Amy Mickelson's going to throw it up from 3. That's short. She gets her own rebound, and here's Amy Mickelson, and then Mickelson's going to get called for the walk. Clock running with 4:30 remaining. 4:26 remaining as the Blue Jays with the basketball. Royce with it at the top of the key for Stanley. Looking down low to Enander. She fights for the ball, puts it up good. Nice play by Bethany Enander, now with 4 points on the night. And here's a turnover by the Royals, their 5th of the quarter, 15th of the game. Bomback with the 3-point effort. Ball's away, no good. Here comes Moser with it in the backcourt, crosses the midcourt stripe. Goes right side to number 10. Maya Gunville into the game, gives it up to Hankel. Hankel with the dribble. Delaney. Now here is a foul call against number 5, Bethany Enander, with her 3rd personal. That's only the first team foul called against the Blue Jays here in the 4th quarter. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. Gunville with it at the top of the key. Goes around her defender, puts it off the glass, high off the glass, and gets it to fall. The freshman's got her name in the book with 2 points. 66-32. Here's Clancy Hornberger putting the shot up, and there'll be a offensive foul call against Clancy Hornberger, her 3rd personal foul. That's the second team foul, as Taya Nematello checking into the game, replacing Annie Royce. 66-32 as the clock continues to run. Gunville in the backcourt gives it up to Moser. Moser crosses the timeline, now gets it to Delaney Hankel. Moser runs down the loose basketball, now has the ball poke checked out of her hands by C.J. Bomback, as Tylee Johnson will check in for the Blue Jays. Clancy Hornberger will check out of the game as her night is over, leaving the game with 13 points on the night. Asked her coach, asked if he was done when she came off the floor, and he said, "Yep, you're done." Here's Nematello. Nematello with a nice bucket. The 8th grader getting her name in the book tonight. Under 2 minutes to play. We'll catch up with head coach Tanner Moser and our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. This time Gunville puts it up from the free throw line. Falls away, no good. There's a jump ball. Possession arrow will go and stay with the, it'll go over to the Stanley Blue Jays. Line change for the Royals. Number 11, Riel Hillstead into the game, along with Brindley Hankel. And Maya Rao. Shot put up, no good by the Blue Jays. That one's no good. They get their own rebound back, and here is CJ Bombach. And Bombach finds her first 2 points of the game just inside the paint. Also into the game, Madison Whiteall for the Royals as number 14, that is Brindley Hankel with a 2-point field goal. Here's a shot put up by number 21, Jamelyn Gustafson. Now up front as the Royals going to slow things down, going to run. Just want to be happy with running the clock out the way it looks to me. Looks like your final score is going to be 60-36 unless somebody else puts it through the hoop as time is running out. That will be your final score. It'll be the South Prairie-Max Royals with a 68-36 victory over the Stanley Blue Jays. We're going to catch up with head coach Tanner Moser, try to get an interview with him as we continue on with our postgame show sponsored by D&L Paraffin Service out of Tioga, North Dakota. Back after this timeout.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Othion Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothion.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James. At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
And here we come back to our DNL Fairfin postgame show with our winning head coach tonight, the South Prairie-Max Royals, the number 3 ranked team in Division A girls basketball, showing why they're ranked in the top 5 with a convincing win, 68-36 win over the Stanley Blue Jays. And a pretty nice game, Coach, for you tonight.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the girls played hard, fought hard, and we went up and down this court like nobody's business.
Yeah, I thought your pressure that you put on in the backcourt and so forth really caused a problem for the Blue Jays tonight.
Yeah, we like to pressure the ball and get after it, but I think one big thing that we really got to work on is playing defense without fouling. But as soon as we get that down, I think we'll be set.
Well, I was really impressed. It was a total team effort. I think you were able to get everybody off the bench into the game tonight. And, when you get those big leads, that allows you to get some kids that normally don't get to see minutes, and that always helps build the program.
Oh, yes, for sure. We try and do that as much as we can, when the time is right.
You've been listening to our head coach, Tanner Moser of the victorious South Prairie-Max Royals, the number 3 ranked team in the state of North Dakota. Congratulations, Coach. What's up next for the Royals?
We got Beulah tomorrow. We're in Beulah, and then a week from tomorrow we will be in Max playing Newtown. Okay, and then the Monday after that will be the number 2 team Botno in the state.
That'll be fun. We're looking forward to that, looking to follow you on that. Congratulations once again, Tanner. We'll bring in our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game.
Don't take that.
As Scotty Beck comes in, Scotty, nice game.
Thank you. We really just moved the ball around and played as a team.
Set it on the floor.
Yeah, we had you down for 19 points. I don't know if you had that many points, but Scotty, I just can't get over how youthful your team is. And with only one senior on the team, you guys are very mature youngsters, in my opinion, but you guys have played a lot of basketball, and I think it shows off with the performance that you had here tonight.
Yeah, we always work hard in practice. Coach pushes us really hard. We're always running, talking on defense, playing the offense right. So, yeah, we're always doing that.
Well, congratulations, and you're our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. Look at the camera, wave to everybody, and nice game, Scotty, and we appreciate you taking time before you go to the locker room.
Thank you.
Thanks. You've been listening to our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, Scotty Beck of the South Prairie-Max Royals, and we'll continue on with our DNL Paraffin postgame show after this timeout.
Born and raised amidst the small-town love of Northwest North Dakota, we at Northwest Communications Cooperative understand the joy of being part of a great community. That's why we choose to pour back into the people who pour into us. At NCC, we offer internet, telephone, video, and security services that are industry standard, top of the line. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we consider Northwest North Dakota our neighborhood. Let us know how we can serve you. Local, fast, reliable. Making connections, locally committed.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. MC Property and Maintenance LLC is a family-owned and operated property management, maintenance, and handyman company based in Stanley, North Dakota. From lawn care to snow removal and everything in between, let us manage every aspect of your rental, property, and maintenance needs. To schedule an appointment, call Max at 701-641-2772. Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
As we come back and finish up with our DNL Paraffin postgame show, it was a pretty convincing win by the South Prairie-Max Royals, taking down the Stanley Blue Jays here at Blue Jay Nation in Stanley, North Dakota. Your final score, The South Prairie-Max Royals 68, the Stanley Blue Jays 36. As we look at the stats of the game, the South Prairie-Max Royals were 28 out of 57 from the field tonight, 9 out of 12 from the free throw line. They had 3 3-pointers in the contest tonight, and they committed 16 turnovers on the game here this evening. And for the Stanley Blue Jays, they were 12 out of 52 from the field tonight, shot 75% from the free throw line, going 9 out of 12. They were 3 out of 3 from the they had 3 3-pointers from the Tioga Ace Hardware 3-point line. They committed 19 turnovers this evening. As we look at the individual stats, the Royals had 3 players get in the scorebook in double digits, led by Scotty Beck, our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, with 19 points tonight. 14 points knocked in by Riley Rutledge, 10 points for Abby Mickelson, 5 points each for Hattie Here and Amy Mickelson, 9 points for Brianna Rose, and 2 points each for Maya Gunville, Macy Talbot, and Brinley Hankel. And the other scores for the Stanley Blue Jays go this way, led by the senior Clancy Hornberger with 13 points, 7 points put in by Matea Stone, 5 points for Annie Royce, 4 points for Bethany Enander, and 2 points each for Taya Nimatello and CJ Bombeck. Once again, your final score from Stanley, it's the South Prairie-Max Royals with a very convincing win, 68-36 over the Stanley Blue Jays. Next up for Game Day Media as we travel to Crosby for girls basketball out of District 7 here on Game Day Media. It'll be the Tioga Pirates traveling to Crosby to take on the Divide County Maroons. We'll go on the air right after the JV game is over, and we'll have all of our coverage here on Game Day Media as we follow the Pirates up to Crosby for action this Thursday. And then on Friday we'll have doubleheader action. It'll be the Partial Braves with girls basketball taking on the Ray Jays, and then it'll be the Partial North Shore Braves taking on the Ray Jays in boys action following the conclusion of that girls basketball action over at Kurt Hoddenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota. Once again, your final score here from Stanley, North Dakota. It is the South Prairie-Max Royals, the number 3 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, 68, the Stanley Blue Jays 36. On behalf of my broadcast partners tonight, David Peterson, my producer tonight, I want to thank Owen Miller, our cameraman tonight, and we can't do it with all of our sponsors. Make sure you go out and give a thanks and support our sponsors that help make all this possible here on Game Day Media. My name's Randy Peterson. Until Thursday night, good night, everybody.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Otheon Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nessa Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Tech Next Solutions, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Thrivent, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, TNT Measurements Incorporated, MC Property and Maintenance LLC, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, Bethel Baptist Church of Powers Lake, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.